Hi, everybody. Welcome to Forgiveness on the Fly. This is your episode number 61, and I'm here today, this afternoon, to talk about church hurt. So we're going to do some affirmations that I would do with somebody that comes into the office and they're struggling with pain from being hurt in a church relationship, or just the pain of being hurt by religion or differing beliefs about God or religion. So let's go ahead and begin. I forgive myself for believing that Christians are judgmental and they judge people harshly. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing that I've been hurt worse by the people of the church than I have by the average person. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing that Christians or church people, they don't really want to help you and do the right thing. They just do it so they can look good. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times I was one of the hurtful, judgy church persons or Christians, and I hurt somebody else. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for my lack of understanding about Christianity and my lack of understanding about other religions, Catholicism, Hinduism, Judaism, all the isms, right? Protestants. I forgive myself for not really understanding and knowing all the differences and for the confusion and the pain that causes in the church. Deep breath in. I forgive the church for any time it judged me harshly and it wasn't the truth. Deep breath in. I forgive the church for any time it judged me harshly and it was the church. And I resisted the correction and the judgment that would have set me back on the proper course with God. Deep breath in. I forgive the churches and the pastors and the people of the church for all of their old pain and hurts that makes them human and makes it easy for people to still get hurt in a church. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the things about church hurt that are my fault, for my resistance to correction and God's way, for my resistance to changing and not getting what I want. Deep breath in. I ask the church to forgive me for the way I show up broken and need it to help me and believe in me, but then resist its correction and the things that would get me back in alignment with God. Deep breath in. I ask the people of the church to forgive me for the times I don't fit in and I resist what's good for me. Deep breath in. I forgive the hurt people that hurt other people within the church. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for putting the church on a pedestal and believing they have to be perfect, or the members or the pastors or the pastors' wives or the group leaders have to be perfect, when the church is just made up of regular people with the same hurts, with the same mistakes, who have to also ask forgiveness daily. Deep breath in. I call up all of the religious condemnation that is out in the world and all of the differences within religion and Christianity. And I just lay it all out there and I ask God, I pray, God, let us all believe in God or something bigger than us that I call God, and help us all get along. Deep breath in. I forgive the people that resist what I believe, or they have a good point about something I had never considered about what I've always just believed. Deep breath in. I forgive the people that believe differently and the people that don't believe in a God. Deep breath in. I call up all the pain around church hurt, around the differences in beliefs, around the differences in opinions about how to run a group, or what kind of food to serve at the banquet, or who's the volunteer of the year, or who are we going to hire. I call up all of that resistance and I release it all to you, God. And I pray for peace and calm within my church and all of the churches of the world. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's better for me to hold on to this old church hurt than to let go of it and just be healed. Deep breath in. I ask the church members and the church to forgive me for the times I left a church because I was hurt by somebody, or I had pain because somebody didn't, reach out to me enough, and I was so broken I stepped away. Deep breath in. Without holding space for the church hurts and the relationships, I'm free to open massive space where I can feel peace and understanding, and I can show up doing my best at church. Deep breath in. Without this pattern of church hurt and the negativity and the anger and the sadness that comes with it, I'm free to open massive space where I can just love and accept people the way they show up at church. And I don't have to be a part of every team, and I don't have to be friends with them. I can just show up loving people the way Jesus did, just offering grace, offering peace and love, yet holding my boundaries, holding myself accountable to God and the Bible, and holding myself accountable to loving other people the way He does and not expecting them to be perfect. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I'm free. I can truly love and accept myself, even if I've had to walk away from church before, even if I have to walk away from church people. I can accept we are all people that are broken, and some of us go to church. Thus, somebody's probably going to get their feelings hurt at church every once in a while. I can check myself. I can fact check. I can meet with wiser, older people that know more, and they can offer me guidance. I can also bounce everything off of God's word, not the people who are hurt in a church. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I can show up better today than I did yesterday. I can love myself even though I've been hurt in church. I can love myself even though I've hurt other people in the church before. And I can take away all the labels and just acknowledge out loud my belief in God, my belief in people, and my belief in community and connection through the church. Not everybody, actually, nobody's perfect. I love that our church actually posts that outside. No perfect people needed, right? Because nobody's perfect. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself forgiving the people in the church that have hurt me. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself forgiving myself for being a member of a church who's hurt other people before. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, instead of expecting people to be perfect or to get it right or not to be cliquey just because they're in a church, I can actually trust myself to be honest about my opinion. I can open myself up to being vulnerable and becoming a part of a new group, even if it feels uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is not good or bad, it's just different, right? And as long as I feel like I match those people somewhat, right, I can make an attempt to join a group. And I'm going to learn something about myself. I may learn these are not my people, right? I don't want to be in this group. But what if something amazing happened and I became part of that group and it actually started to feel comfortable? And we actually grew together and changed together because we all love Jesus. That's a great kind of group, in my opinion. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself, encouraging other people to let go of the old church hurts, whether that's in ministry, in leadership, in the congregation, with a pastor, on a team, or just having a church call you out on something that you shouldn't be doing. I forgive myself for the times I resisted that and the times I couldn't take constructive criticism. And I say yes to being in the right church with the right group of people, loving God and growing together. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I truly love and accept myself letting go of the old hurts and stepping into a new space of growth and peace and grace and understanding when it comes to church and old church hurts. Deep breath in. One more deep breath in. All right, everybody, that's it for tonight. That was your episode number 61 of Forgiveness on the Fly. We were talking about church hurts. I'm sure there's way more topics we could cover under that same umbrella. If you're struggling with a church hurt or a relationship hurt involving religion, whether that's organized religion or not, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help walk you through some more statements that can help you with your specific topic. Don't forget, guys, this is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection. This week is the big move, so I'm moving over to the new office starting tonight. I'm going to move a few things each day. So by Friday, I'll be at the new office location and I'll go live or do a video and post it about the new space. I'd love for you to see it. This is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection, where forgiveness is key.